Hello, grade 6 learners. How are you today? Welcome to our English class. Are you ready for our new adventure? That's great! In this lesson, we will learn about finding meaning in visual media. Now, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to interpret the meaning suggested in visual media through the focus on visual elements, for example, the lines, symbols, color, gaze, framing, and social distance. Are you ready, kids? Now let us start our journey in learning more about visual media. I am sure you're ready and excited to learn. Kids, let me ask you this question. Do you love reading books? Do you know how to read an image or picture? I know you love books, but let us try to see if you know how to read a picture or image. Let us study the given picture. Do you understand its meaning? Now let us try to answer the given questions based on your own interpretation. Are you ready, kids? Now for question number 1, who are the subjects of the image? That's right, kids. The subjects of the image are two persons staring at each other. Now let us try question number 2. Where do you think is the setting? Very good! The setting is in the park. Now how about question number 3? What is the central message of the image? That's right! The central message of the image is to be disciplined. Now kids, the image that you've analyzed is an example of visual. What is visual? When we say visual, it is something you look at, such as picture, chart, or piece of film that is used to illustrate something more appealing or easier to understand. Now how about the visual media? Do you know what is visual media? When we say visual media, these are sources of information in the form of visual representation. These can be abstractions, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital reproductions of the objects. There should be an interpretation of data, and sources may be hosted on the internet, printed in publication, displayed through broadcast media, or otherwise disseminated. There are three types of visual media, and these are the following. The first one are the images. The second one are the videos. And the third type of visual media are the infographics. Now for today's lesson, we will focus on the visual images. Visual images suggest meaning. By analyzing the visual elements, you will be able to see the meaning of the image and interpret the message it conveys. The image can also stir the emotions. It can make you feel angry, miserable, sad, excited, happy, and etc. Visual images have visual elements, and these are the followings: lines, symbols, color, gaze, framing, and social distance. Lines are used to suggest shape, pattern, form, structure, growth, depth, distance, rhythm, movement, and a range of emotions. Lines can be natural, formed by objects in the image, or artificial lines created by the image maker. Now there are different types of lines. The first one are the curved lines. Curved lines suggest comfort and ease. The second one are the horizontal lines. They suggest distance and calm. Next are the vertical lines. Vertical lines suggest height and strength. Jagged lines suggest turmoil and anxiety. We also have the freehand lines. Freehand lines can express the personal energy and mood of the artist. Next are the mechanical lines. Mechanical lines can express rigid control. Next are the continuous lines. Continuous lines can lead the eye in certain directions. The broken lines can express being temporary or insubstantial. We also have thick lines. Thick lines can express strength, while thin lines can express delicacy. The next visual elements are the symbols. When we say symbols, these can be used to represent ideas or concepts. Symbolic aspects can include choice of casting, designs of hair and makeup, choices of costume, props, and objects. For examples, we use the heart. Heart symbols are used to represent love, while a dove with olive branch symbolizes peace. Now let's move on to the next visual elements, the colors. Use of color in an image is symbolic of feelings and mood or atmosphere. The meaning viewers make depends on the context and is strongly influenced by historical and cultural conventions. Next is the gaze. Gaze refers to where the figure in the image is looking. When a figure in the image gazes directly out of the page at the responder, it establishes a connection between subject and viewer. The next one is framing. When we say framing, it is the presentation of visual element in an image or layout in relation to the main subject. As well as other visual arts, framing is commonly used in photography and cinematography to make a shot more aesthetical, pleasing, and draw attention to the main focus. The last visual elements is the social distance. When we say social distance, it is the distance between the viewer and the subject. How close or far away is the subject shown? A close-up is intimate and creates a connection with the viewer, while a long shot creates objectivity and distance. Now that you know the different visual elements, let us try to interpret the given visual image based on your own understanding. Number 1. The subdued colors suggest that the biker reached the peak of his destination. A. Sunrise, or B. Sunset. The correct answer is letter B, sunset. Now let us try question number 2. This infographic is an update on A. The cause of COVID-19, or letter B. The spread of COVID-19. The correct answer for number 2 is letter B, the spread of COVID-19. Now let us try to answer question number 3. A gentle reminder to the public about A. Proper hand washing, or letter B. Social distancing. The correct answer for number 3 is A. Proper hand washing. Number 4 question. This event is the video presentation of A. Wedding, or letter B. Birthday. The correct answer for number 4 is letter A, wedding. Question number 5. The image shows that the player is an A. Amateur, or letter B. Expert. The correct answer for number 5 is letter B, expert. Did you get the correct answer, class? And this is the end of our lesson. Thank you so much for listening, kids, and I hope that you've learned something from teacher today. Until our next meeting, bye kids!